I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day. Like day by day. You're the only sunset.
Hi guys, so I'm Shivangi, and for those of you who don't know me at all, I study 90% of the time and I make videos during the other 10%. So let's get into today's topic, which is I'm going to talk about if wishful skin, whether it's worth the hype. Before I get into this, I just thought I will make sure I put forward that all of the things that I'm going to say subsequently will be entirely based on my opinion, and I have spent hours researching the products and the ingredients that I found questionable, and hence I will not be promoting hate or against the brand or the CEO or the products or anything. I wasn't sure as to how to begin these skin vlog sessions, so when I came across the Wishful skincare line on Cult Beauty, actually, incidentally, and I went through the ingredient list, and recently I have been educating myself about the various ingredients that skincare products have, and the good and the bad, and it made a lot of sense to me to talk about this because not a lot of people know about these ingredients, and I will list all the links down from where I've received this information from. They're all really reliable. To give you some context about the brand that is Wishful and its parent brand that is Huda Beauty, that was released by Huda Kattan. This line has raked in about $6 billion in the year 2019. Wishful Skin was released this year in 2020 and is currently being sold in over 2,000 retail outlets. So to talk about the stuff that's great about this brand has only cruelty-free vegan products that are paraben and SLS free. There's no mineral oils, and these are all great stuff. I want to begin by talking about a very famous ingredient that I'm sure every one of us knows about, is fragrance. Fragrance is basically there in most of our products that we use in our day-to-day life, and we don't even realize that half the products, actually there was a study done and it was found out that 9 out of 10 to 15 products that you use in your day-to-day life has fragrance. To give you some context, fragrance can be present in, of course, your skincare products, your shampoos, your soaps, your body washes, furniture. It can also come from clothes, and surprisingly, fragrance is even present in paper. So the way fragrance works is it imparts the scent by causing a volatile reaction on your skin. So that's why you smell the fragrance. That's how you are able to smell it, because of the reaction that happens. And the said reaction causes your skin to become even more sensitive. And according to the American Academy of Dermatology, fragrance is now one of the most common causes of contact dermatitis. So the sad thing about using products with fragrance in it on your face is that you can't see the damage caused by it by 1 or 2 usage. So contact dermatitis because of fragrance doesn't come overnight, and that is the majority reason why people continue to use products that have fragrance in it, simply because it smells really great. And that's okay, well, because you're not really seeing any evidence of harm or allergy or anything. And the next thing is, unfortunately, you cannot smell a product and see whether it has synthetic or natural fragrances in it, whether it's synthetic made, which is not good for your skin, or natural. There are other natural sources of fragrance such as melon, vanilla, cucumber. They're all much better for the skin. But you must be thinking that if it is so bad, why do people put it in their skincare products? So majority of the problem begins with consumers, because consumers ideally prefer to buy products that smell great. Whether or not it's good for their skin is really not their concern, because they don't see effects immediately. The second reason is certain natural ingredients, which impart a really good fragrance, are on the expensive side of things, like I had mentioned. For example, like melon, vanilla, cucumber, coconut, cocoa butter, shea butter. They're all great for the skin, but they are a lot more expensive. So it is unfortunate, because a lot of skincare brands can afford to add these better forms of fragrances, like your natural fragrances, in instead of the synthetic ones, which would actually harm our skin. But especially when it comes to brands like Wishful Skin, it's such a huge brand and they could have done so much, and they do have great ingredients, but with the addition of something as harmful as fragrance, it it makes for a very questionable purchase. There are about 3,000 fragrances, 3,059 to be exact, according to the International Fragrance Association. And sensitive skin is triggered a lot more. So if you are someone with not that sensitive skin, then the only thing that will happen is in a few years time your skin will become more sensitive as compared to how it was before if you do continue using products with fragrance in it. And the different types of fragrance, just to give you an idea, they will often list them as parfum or fragrance, and there are other kinds also like linalool, citronellol, cinnamol, limonene, geraniol, eugenol. If you go right now and check out one of your skincare products, you might not find the word fragrance, but you might find one of these alternatives. So then you'll know, okay, so this is a fragrance. Probably, look out for these. And there are certain essential oils also which play a role as fragrance, and there are good essential oils and bad essential oils which ideally shouldn't be on your face. The good ones are like, everyday use ones like your argan oil, your rosehip oil, tea tree oil, and they're all great for your skin. But certain kinds like bergamot, lemon, orange, tangerine, peppermint, spearmint, these are irritant, so they should ideally not be applied on your face. So they should also not be in skincare products to impart fragrance. But unfortunately is the fact that how does FDA, the Food and Drug Administration in the US, allow brands to include fragrance if it is in fact a proven cause of contact dermatitis? So it's actually because of a loophole that exists. It's a trade secret policy that comes under the Fair Package and Labeling Act of 1966, which says that you don't, as a brand, you don't necessarily have to reveal every single ingredient that is a part of your product. A lot of brands, are able to use this loophole and use fragrance in their skincare line. Okay, so now we want to move on to the products. Sorry, but I just had to give you that context about fragrances, so now you'll understand as I'm talking about each and every product. The very first one is your YoGlow Enzyme Scrub. It retails at 18 pounds. Let me talk about the great stuff. Of course, they have a lot of AHAs and BHAs. As you know, these are really helpful in chemical exfoliation. So citric acid, lactic acid, salicylic acid, papaya, pineapple extracts, coconut extract, sugarcane, sugar maple, camellia extracts. Great stuff. They also have really good forms of alcohols. There are good alcohols and bad alcohols. They have butylene and propylene glycol, which are safe alcohols. They act as humectants. They hold the moisture in. They also have polysorbate 20, which is again an emulsifying agent. It's a surfactant, helps to keep in the water and the hydration. They have tromethamine, which helps you to maintain your pH of your skin. So when you're applying. Now moving on to some not so great ingredients. Number 5 on the list is alcohol. This is a little problematic is because in the ingredient list, the ones that come at the very first, the very first few ingredients have the highest concentration. As you go down the ingredient list, the concentration of those ingredients decrease. So if it is a denaturating kind of alcohol, then that is not something that should go on your skin. It is a very drying agent. It can also cause, of course, allergy and itching. So last but not the least, the ingredient of the hour that I've been talking about, fragrance. So they have fragrance in them, and it is the very last ingredient in the YoGlow Enzyme Scrub. But again, like I mentioned before, if this is something that you can avoid, there are so many products out there, Indian products included. Ideally, personally, I wouldn't go for a product with fragrance in it, because that's something else was really concerning about the YoGlow Enzyme Scrub. It was the very first product that was released by the Wishful Skincare line. I wasn't aware of this actually, so I had actually watched another YouTuber's review video, and she had mentioned that this pre-buy pre-save option that was there for this product, it came with a not so complete ingredient list. The ingredient list for this product that was released with this pre-save version was a very limited one, and it only spoke about the AHAs and BHAs and the main highlighted ingredients. So it actually did not even give you the whole ingredient list. That came out much later, and which was really sad, because because as a brand that is as famous as Huda Beauty decides to release another skincare brand like Wishful Skin, people who love Huda Beauty will want to buy this, and it was sold out within the first hour. So you can imagine people rushed to go buy it, and even if they wanted to look at the ingredient list, there was none. There was only a very limited list. I have no idea why this would happen. It is unfair to the people purchasing your products. I think they deserve to know what they're buying. So this was something that I definitely found to be a little worrisome. And now moving on to product number 2, which is the Thirst Trap Cocoon Mask. It retails at 8 pounds, and the great stuff about it has aloe, it has B3, which is niacinamide, which is all the hype right now. It has sodium hyaluronate, it also has allantoin. It's a great ingredients, and they will do wonders for your skin. and they have a lot of fragrance. This product has a lot of fragrance in terms of linalool and limonene, and I told you these are the other variants, the names that they will use instead of fragrance that I mentioned. So these two products that I mentioned so far, the Yo Glow and the Thirst Trap Cocoon Mask, you may wonder that these are like products that you have on your face for a small period of time. They wash off, so would it really matter? Honestly, yes. In reality, when you are actually using something that can be washed off over a period of time, because you end up using it for a long period of time, it inadvertently does cause damage. Because okay, of course it works great on your skin, you don't see the harmful effects of fragrance immediately. And number three is, it is a very hyped up brand, and that herd mentality somewhere does come in, that you do want the most hyped product, you do want the most famous product, and that happens with everybody. It happens with me also. Hi guys, that was part 1 of the skin vlogs, where I'm talking about a lot about fragrance. I gave you a huge context, and I also spoke about 2 of the products from the Wishful Skincare line. And just to put it out there, a disclaimer, I didn't actually use any of these products. I just researched a lot about their ingredients and why I found some of the ingredients to be a little questionable. Of course, this whatever I've said before was they're all completely my opinions. I have zero intention of hurting the brand or canceling the brand or hating on the brand or the products or anything. So if you found this to be a useful video, please go ahead and hit the like button and share this with anyone and everyone that you know, anyone and everyone that you think might find this useful as well, because it's time that we as consumers make more informed choices, because the choices we make today will influence our skin, much later down the line. And also, number 2, as consumers, I think it's high time we stop being okay with huge brands, making skincare lines, putting out skincare lines that, have ingredients that might adversely affect us in the future. So also, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be putting out videos as regularly as I can. And I'll also put out the second part to this video where I will be talking about the other products in the Wishful Skincare line. So check out this space for the second part of the video when that comes out. I hope you guys liked it.